The DDC PS is totally done, but I'm not totally happy.
Morning YouTube here on Saturday morning at 8:37. Yeah, I'm kind of up early. Something got to bother me, not bothering me, but you know, about the power supply, and I thought, well, you know, I don't know exactly how to fix it, and I think I shot this footage that you're going to see last night before I went to bed, and there's a couple things I'm going to change on this, and I'm going to show you what they are. And like I say, I'm just not happy with it. I'm happy with the power supply itself, and don't get me wrong, it's just this last part I put in, the little circuit board that takes the power from the variac and the meter power, and that's the only connection I really make to the outside world, as it were, from the panel itself. It's too close to that bottom that board that goes across there, and it's sitting down like this, and basically those wires come in, and they're having to come in from the back, and when they do, they have to curve up like that. And when I notice when I put it on, it's pushing down on those wires, and I don't think that's good. Pretty sure it's not good. So I'm going to try to redesign that, and not sure how I'm going to do it, but that's a couple of things I want to do. The fuse holder, I've already mentioned about that last night, I think, but I'm not happy about that. So two things basically that I want to change, and but like I say, it's in right now. It is totally in and done, but it's just not happy with it. So I some of those things like that bug me, and I can't, you know, keep thinking about them, and I got to do something about them. So you guys may know how that is. I don't know, but anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing next, or not next, but I mean over the next few days, is trying to figure out how to change that to where, you know, it doesn't do that. I don't want it to be cramped and bent and things like that, to where I know what's going to happen. I mean, you know, it's just physics. It's just gonna, over time, it's gonna wear out. They're gonna fall off, and you know, it's just not working. It's working. That's just not a good way to do it. And the same thing with the fuse holder. It's pressed up against that back like that. It's not gonna. Something's gonna happen. Now that fuse is not probably not gonna get real hot, because it's only 1 amp at the maximum. I mean, before it even blows, and it's a low current supply on that side. But still, I don't like the idea of it pressing up against that wood with the bare metal like that, especially with current flowing on it. So that's got to be changed. So just a couple of things I wanted to add to this video that I made last night, and so that's about it.
Alright, well, I'm back with you again this evening at 11:59 and on a Friday evening. Let me turn this down just a hair. That is the obviously this radio sound design working on the power supply, and it's on the doubler. Isn't that interesting? Now the supply voltage has gone, well, it says 8 volts on there, but on the digital, or on the Fluke, it says 9.2, 9.1, somewhere around in there. And obviously you can see the AC is 5.1 volts. So it does drop down when you put a load on it. That's 15 milliamp on it, which is not much of a load, but it does drop down quite a bit. So just wanted to show you what that was doing. That is done, by the way. Well, I say it's done. Every time I say it's done, there's really something else that has to be done. The wall wart is on there, but it's just plugged in right over there. I don't have it run to the Variac supply, which, you know, is not a big deal, because every time I'm going to be turning that off anyway, so I'm in no hurry to get it over there. But that's one of the things I wanted to do. So I want to take off of this and put it over to the other supply. You can see what I got on there. I don't believe it works as good, or it's got more noise in it or something. I'm not really sure. So let me do that real quick, and let's just unplug it here. Drop our voltage down, and that'll go away. And it has. Let's go over here to this one. Switch our supply over, and we'll turn it up a little bit. See what we get on this one. I was right at 9 volts on the, well, it's 8.7. So it's pretty close on the meter. But you can hear there's not much picking up there. There's something on this supply that's cutting things out. I'm not really sure what it is, but it, you know, I had it on the other one just barely, but I did have it. So this one I don't. And you can hear it a little bit there. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. It does work on both of them. Now, obviously, this one won't go down as fast unless there's a load on. I'm going to leave this load on it. We'll watch how fast it goes down. Just turn the voltage down. Goes down pretty quick. Naturally, you've seen it how slow it goes down the other way, though. Had a lot of problem with this fuse. It must have been hitting the back of the board there, because it was wouldn't go in. So I had to take it all apart and put the fuse in, and then it does that little thing in the back. Well, let me show you on this one here. This thing here moves with the spring. Whoops, can you see it? This thing here moves, and when you push in, it comes up. So that was what was doing it. All I did was bend it over after I put the fuse in it, so it should be alright. So that's that. I just wanted to bring you back and show you that I did finish it up. Well, as finished as I was going to get it. And it does work. Works nice. I'm happy with it. Very happy. One of the things I want to do, anybody watches Jim Lindeness? He's been experimenting again. He loves to experiment. Let me move this out of the way a little bit so it's not right in my face. But he loves to experiment a little bit, and he's been doing that lately with the a radio. He's got its, I think it's got a Canadian GE. It had a bad transformer in it, and he's been using his Heatkit IP32, which is basically a high voltage, low voltage power supply, kind of like what Ron C was working with, only on a much grander scale. And he got that power, and he got the power transformer out of it, and he's got that power in the radio. And that's kind of what I want to do with this doubler supply. I'd like to, or even the other one, if it's high enough voltage, just to see. I've got an old tube radio up there. May pull the rectifier tube out and see if we can power it with this, just to see what kind of amperage it draws, things like that, just as an experiment. I'm not going to go into the detail he goes into. He's got his little SDR radio, He's got the scope. He's got, I don't know what all hooked up. I mean, Jim just loves to play with his toys, and I don't blame him. You know, he's got toys. Let him play with them. But he's kind of comical because a lot of times they don't work out, you know, like he thinks they should or whatever. So anyway, like I said, it's kind of comical. But this one he's got working pretty good. I was kind of surprised because a lot of times he doesn't. So I think now that I have this all hooked up ready to go, I haven't got all the screws in. I did have them all in, and then I found out that fuse thing was messed up. Then I took them all out and I fixed that. Now I've got just 4 or 5 in there, I think. I'll put the rest of them in. And like I say, it is a nice, I love the power supply. It works great. Great. And I'm very happy with it. So it's been worth all the effort, I think. And see, now this is the radio with the battery in. That just shows you how much interference is generated by the power supply. See, I can turn it up a little bit. So that's the story on that, but at least it works. And I mean, I'm not gonna expect to get stellar performance out of it, but you know, it's something that's quick, easy to get a voltage from if I need it, and I think it's a good deal. So I've already talked for almost 8 minutes. Jeez, oh Pete's, where does the time go when you're having fun? Anyway, the next thing I'm going to do probably is this shelving thing. I've got that wood sitting out in my hall. I bump into it every once in a while, so I may go ahead and start working on that. I'd like to get that all done and start stocking stuff up on it. You know me. I mean, that little black shelf that's in there is full, but you know, I'll have let's see, 3 more shelves that I can go up, so that should give me quite a bit of room to clear some of that out. So, all right, I'm done. This probably won't be well, I know it won't be posted until tomorrow morning, and that won't be after midnight because it's after midnight now. It will be tomorrow morning sometime. I'll post this.
You guys, I'm going to try to put some illustrations on what I'm talking about, and maybe a picture or something in here to show you what I'm talking about. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. See ya.